going to show you a few things that you can do with the Christmas Kitsch cartridge. Some people are having problems because they don't know how to size them. Well, Cricut did an awesome job with this. Even though people don't know how to use it, any size you make the card, the envelope will fit. They put them together. You don't have to search for an envelope. You don't have to figure out the size of the envelope. If you can make it this small, the envelope will fit. Or make it this big and the envelope will fit. Now say you want a certain size envelope. Well, what I do is, I put this up like this. This square here to the score line will be the size of the card. So you can drag this. Put it all the way up to the top, and then you can drag it down and make it about 5.5 inches. And it's about 4.25 inches. So if you're like me, you don't have to have things perfect. Some people like them absolutely perfect. Well, I don't know what to tell you if you absolutely have to have it perfect. If you go to the edit panel, it's going to be totally different because it has everything together. So it's actually sizing the height of the envelope, but the height of the envelope is actually only from here to here. This part gets folded in, so it won't be that big. So don't go by these edit panels. Go by here. You can make it any size you want. And we are going to do something really cool. Okay, let me do this one first. Get that out of the way. Because I'm going to show you how to make this so easy. Let's stretch it out. Okay, that's fine. I really don't care what size it is. This is, look at all the layers on there. Okay, we're working with this one. And I'm going to ungroup this. Now that I have it sized, it's okay to ungroup. You can get this out of the way. You can check the size on that. The width will not be right because the width is totally across, but it's kind of close. But I don't want to size it now unless I put this one with it. What I do want to do is I'm going to print some of the snowman just to make it easier. Yeah, I'm just going to print him for now. So I'm going to select the pieces I want printed. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to print some of them on, and I'm also going to cut these. And like that little nose, I probably will not put on there. Probably just put a little glitter on his nose or something. We'll see. But just in case I want to add that, I'm going to, for some dimension. Okay, now I am going to, don't want that. Okay, we want the hat, this, the body, and the background to all be printed. So I'm going to flatten that. There. So now this will print. I can also cut this out and put on top of there. And this card will be so easy. Okay, but let me show you something else because I want to make something for Halloween. This cartridge does not. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Okay, let's move this up. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, now we're working with this one. And I'm going to ungroup this. I don't want to make this tree. I'm going to take this tree off. I kind of like that tree, but I want to make a Halloween card. I need a, just say a square. I I can choose from 1,606 squares. Okay. I'm going to take this tree off of here. I'm going to put it all the way down just in case it's overlapping a little. Okay, now I'm going to select this. Let's move this here. This is selected. I'm hitting the Command, or you can hit the Control key. And, oh, it doesn't want to slice because I need to ungroup this. Or unattach this, detach, because the score line here is attached to it, and you can only have 2 items. I bring that to the top. Okay, so now I'm gonna do both of them and hit slice. Okay. Now we got that. These are actually garbage. Delete. Okay, now before I move this, I want to put it on the bottom so I can see the score line and attach that back right where it was without messing anything up. Okay, now I want this awesome witch. Okay, let's need to oh, actually I need to go back. I want to size it before I unflatten it. I'm gonna have it. Actually, I want to put her the other way. There. Okay. So now I'm going to unflatten. That puts these layers here. And this, I just want to change it to cut. Okay. And now I want to select this and hit my Control or Command key, and I'm going to weld it. There. So now, let's move this to the bottom. When I welded it, my attached line went away. So we're going to undo. I'm going to detach. So that line is separate. We're going to leave it right there. Now I'm going to change this back to cut. So it's going to change it to a solid image. I'm selecting that and selecting this and welding. Okay, now put this to the back and see, we can see my line, and we need to attach that again. So if you didn't see what I just did, rewind the video. What we had to do is detach the line, change this printable to a cut so it's one solid piece, and then select this piece and the background together and weld. And then I moved them to the back using this, send it to the back, and then I could see the score line, so I grabbed the score line and this piece and attached. You attach score lines, but if you want pieces like this added to it, you use the weld. So now I'm going to just go ahead and send this to the back. You don't have to really, but just so I can see this on here. There. Now actually I'm going to put these back together and I'm going to flatten them so they will print out as one piece. And then after I cut this out, I'm going to glue this on there. This is how you can use the Christmas Kitsch cartridge and actually make anything you want. You could add your family picture here if you want. And it will all fit in this envelope. And of course you can change the color of the envelope. And you could add words or something in here. Before we cut, let's get rid of all these things we're not going to use. Like these. I really like these trees though. I might just use those in another project I'm working on. Okay, let's go. I'm going to actually change one of these to orange for the Halloween one. And I might also change the color of these papers too. Okay, I don't own this Cricut cartridge, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. Okay, print and continue. Okay, we're going to print these out and I'm going to have the machine cut them and I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, so here's all the pieces I got cut. I was like, that's all my pieces? That just doesn't seem like very much because I printed them. Oh, I didn't cut out my red pieces for this. I did have more red pieces. I don't know why. I think I forgot to cut them out. I knew I was missing something. I could use some stickles too. So that's always fun. Now you can't see the score line very well. All you have to do is kind of just fold it about where you think it might be and it kind of just shows up. I think, actually I'm going to put it right here. I want this and you could take a bone folder, but my stuff is still all packed away. I don't know where it's all at. So let's take, this is the lid to the Cricut scissors. And then put this on here. And the thing about this is, this has two lines here. They're so tiny. I'm just going to cut them off. And the lines here, I ripped them. They cut out just fine, and then I ripped them when I was... Those lines are totally not needed. And I would stick this through my 5-inch Xyron, but as I said, it's packed away. I don't see one here. I don't know where theirs is, if they have one. I don't know. So we're going to stick this right on top of here. There. Now we're done. Although we don't have anything on the inside. What do you guys think we should put on the inside? When I look at this card, what I see to put on the inside, I just think I've seen the saying somewhere, but I would never send it to somebody with that saying on it. I think if the broom fits write it. But that's kind of like not a nice saying to say to somebody. But you could cut out something with Happy Halloween or put paper inside and stamp it Happy Halloween. So you can do whatever you want. I just wanted to show you how to make a card like this and add any shape you want to this. It doesn't have to be the Christmas one. Now, this one, snowman. Isn't that cute? I think I'm gonna have to add a little stickles to him. And lining it up at the top is the easiest way to do it, because it should cover it completely. This one hasn't been bent yet. See, it's kind of hard to see the score line. All you do is bend it, and then it shows up. See? And I don't have anything for the inside of him either. But there's so many things you can put on here. Maybe let it snow or something. But I really wanted to show you how to make these. Okay, just scoring all the score lines. Add adhesive to the outside edges. Fold this one up. And stick inside. And fold that one down. And if I'm going to send this, I go ahead and use this to seal that. I'm not going to seal it because I need to add something to the inside. And there you have your card, your envelope, and it fits in there perfectly. Comes out nice and neat. Isn't that awesome? Okay, let's add some stickles. There, isn't he cute? Okay, he has to dry before I can put him in there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I want to give a shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Bev Robinson, Heather Sommer, Lasagna Jackson, Denise Tuttle, Sarah Kim, Stephanie Chu, Krista Williams, Annie LaVille Curtis, Clark Collins, Ellen McQueen, Janie Wright, Evelyn Webb, Sandra Ramos, Rhonda Hodges, Deborah McGuire, Barbara Worf, and thank you for all of you who support me on Patreon.